Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to our next episode of the AEW Universe Mode. We are here with AEW's Dark. Tonight we see the Revolt in action. We see Darby Allin. We will see the first time teaming together Shawn Spears and Cody, and an amazing main event between Adam Page and Chris Jericho. And here we go then, our opening match of the evening is going to be the Revolt taking on the Job Squad. We have got Eli Manning in the blue trunks, and we have got Dan Ferguson in the mouldy green trunks. And we have got, of course, Cash Wheeler currently on the ground, and we have got Dax Harwood currently on his feet. Everyone get that? Everyone know who's who? And so the Revolt, of course, lost in their debuts against the Butcher, the Blade, and Kip Sabian. However, were able to pick up a tag team victory on Dynamite against the Butcher and the Blade. So they currently sit on 0 on the rankings with a 1 win and the 1 loss. The Job Squad currently have only wrestled together once and they lost that match. Surprise, surprise. And there's a good chance they might probably do here as well. So yeah, I'm enjoying this at the moment. I mean, I quite enjoy Dark. I'm still not sure what other people are going to think about it, you know, with the way that the way that it is with jobbers and this, that, and the other. But it's the way that AEW use Dark in real life is just to help put over some of the other talent, and we also have some big matches on here as well. I think as time goes on, we won't need to. It's just a way of just trying to balance the rankings out to where we probably believe they should be, and they're getting quite close now. There's a few people that are low down that should be higher up, and there's a few people that are higher up that probably should be lower down, but I'm sure as time goes on, those things will fix themselves. Dax now taking down Dan Ferguson. Just pulling back at the neck now as Cash Wheeler. Oh, he's tapped out. Wow, okay. He's tapped out already. The Revolt pick up the win. That was a lot easier than I expected it was going to be, but it is what it is. It's a strong victory, and it makes them look very, very good as well. So Eli Manning and Dan Ferguson both pick up another loss. Dan Ferguson now -3 in the rankings. And as a tag team, the Revolt get a +1, while the Job Squad go to -2. Lovely, great victory here then for the Revolt. They've had a pretty strong week. They're lifting themselves up the rankings, and it'll be interesting to see if they can force themselves into the Tag Team Championship picture at some point soon. And here we go then. Darby Allin goes one-on-one against another one of our Shabby Wrestling Training School alumni, Freddy Funk. Brand new Darby Allin core, as I suggested earlier on. It does look fantastic by one of the best core makers in the game. I think it's Defract, I think it was. He's the one who's made the brand new Sammy Guevara and Hangman Page I used last week as well. Absolutely incredible. There's a resurgence on 2K19 now anyway, with the promise from 2K they're going to keep the servers open, with 2K20 being as bad as it currently is. A lot of people seem to be going back to 2K19, which I am fully on board with, because I just can't stand the new game. I mean, I spent a lot of money on it because I bought the special version, pre-order, that sort of bollocks as well, and I regret it now, to be honest. There was really no need to, was there? So Darby currently sitting on quite a poor ranking. He's currently bottom alongside Dan Ferguson of the Job Squad. However, new core, fresh starts. Let's see if this Darby can do better. Got Freddy Funk there with a snap suplex. Brings Darby back up to his feet. Darby's someone I want to do more with. I want Darby to be involved in the likes of the TNT Championship and stuff like that, to be honest. But at the moment, bottom of the rankings, I can't give him those opportunities. I think moving forward will give him some some interesting matches, I think, at Fight for the Fallen, which is our next special show. Not pay-per-view, but house show style show. We'll probably give him a match on there. Show what he can do. Oh, what a knee strike that was by Freddy Funk. He's got the funk. Nice jab by Darby into that tornado DDT. Well, that tornado really was it, round the world DDT. Now the leg breaker, wow. Big move there by Darby Allin. Brings, well, Freddy's back in this one. Of course, don't forget, we still have 2 more matches for you here this evening. We are going to see, for the first time as a team, Shawn, Spears and Cody. And we also have that big main event, our second match in the TNT Championship Tournament. Hangman Page goes one-on-one against Chris Jericho. What a massive match that is for AEW Dark. Wow. Nice bomb there by Darby Allin. Once again in with a leg breaker. In with a pin. 2. Only a 2 count. It's going to take something bigger and better for Darby Allin to finish off old Kenny, I forgot his name now, Freddy Funk. And there it is, the coffin drop. Well, sort of. There's the pin. And Darby Allin picks up the victory. He's no longer bottom of the rankings now. Dan Ferguson is. Nice. Excellent. Right, Freddy Funk picks up a loss and he drops down the rankings. Darby Allin moves off of the bottom. That's good for him. Both him and Shawn Spears have had a good move this week. And this new Darby Allin core could be exactly what Darby needed. He was having a rough time. Now picks up the victory. And Darby Allin could be starting to move in the right direction here in this universe mode. Great win for him. And we'll see if this is the start of a resurgence for him. We'll give him a match, I think, at Fight for the Fallen, I think. We'll give Darby Allin a match. He needs something to lift him off the bottom, doesn't he, really? And here we go then. We are underway. Cody and Spears will team for the first time. I can't say that because my list. Cody and Spears will team together for the first time together tonight as they take on Los Jobas. We have got El Botcho in the green and El Mago in the black and purple and orange and other colours. You could remember the Dark Order El Mago, wouldn't he? It'd suit quite nicely. So yeah, good chance here for both Cody and Shawn Spears to show what they can do. Not only that, but it's important for the singles rankings as well. So Cody just broke into the pluses on Dynamite with his win over QT Marshall. Now has a chance to go up to +2, which really fires him up the rankings to a higher level as my battery runs low. Shawn Spears also is still pretty low in the rankings on -2. He was -3, of course, before the victory on Dynamite against Dustin Rhodes. A win here will put him up to -1, which would really put him close to where he wants to be moving forward. And there's good potential here. Like we said before, of course, Cody is someone who is not going to be involved in the AEW Championship picture. So we need to find him other things to do. There's the TNT Championship, but also there's the opportunity of this. As we've said before, the tag team division is a possibility. As we see Shawn Spears here stalking El Botcho. Takes him up on the shoulders. Into the Yuri Goroshi. And now, not looking for a pin. Instead, he's going to drop his body weight on the leg of El Botcho. I would have gone for a pin there myself, to be honest. Not quite sure what Shawn Spears' plan is here, as Cody just pulling back at the leg of El Mago. Not quite sure El Mago is flexible enough to bend that way. He looks to be in quite some pain, but Cody has to break it eventually because he puts a lot of pressure on his leg holding that maneuver in at the same time. Cody with that big flatliner. Such dominance being shown here by Shawn Spears and Cody. Cody dumping El Mago to the outside. Or joins him out there as well, actually. Going to drop him in the DDT on the apron. El Botcho, though, managing to rain some strikes down on Shawn Spears. Throws him against the far side, catches him with a drop kick. Cody in control, though, of El Mago on the outside. Shawn Spears fighting El Botcho off in the middle of the ring. Nice neck breaker there by Shawn Spears. And this will put El Botcho also joint bottom of the rankings, I believe. Yeah, he's on -2. Dan Ferguson, the other jobber, is on -3. Yeah, this will drop El Botcho down. As Spears now stalking El Botcho. Not that it really matters, but I would like the jobbers to be the bottom guys in the whole ranking system. It would just make more sense, wouldn't it, really? Yurigo Roshi there by Shawn Spears on El Botcho. But again, no, he does finally go for the pin, but he did it as soon as El Mago got back up to his feet. It's odd by Spears at the moment, I must admit. I think he's looking to send a message to the other tag teams rather than actually going on and winning this match easily. Because again, the opportunity to pin only seems to come after he's waiting for El Mago to get back up to his feet. El Mago swinging boots. Now Hurricanrana by El Mago. He's a big luchador, isn't he? Bless him. He's not the most agile of luchadors. Cody on the far side. Oh, it's only a 2 count. I thought Cody was going to get the win there. Nice backdrop by Shawn Spears. And Cody now locking in a camel clutch on El Botcho. Will that be enough? Maybe it doesn't really matter, does it? As Shawn Spears goes in the pin here on El Mago. Still only a 2 count. Standing Spanish fly by El Botcho on Cody. Shawn Spears doing well here though. Cody sending El Botcho flying in the air. El Mago clubbing blow to the back of Shawn Spears. Spears drops the outside. El Mago stiff right hand. Yeah, I think we'll calm down on the jobbing matches soon. I think. Like I say, we just wanted to get a few people up to where they need to be. But I think we'll start to use this show more for a lot of the secondary talents, I think. We'll start big matches, like tonight's main event is huge. Hangman Page versus Chris Jericho is going to be a massive one. As El Mago here slamming the face of Shawn Spears into the ring steps. Back up to the feet now as once again Cody has the camel clutch locked in on El Botcho, but El Botcho once again breaks free. Slides through the legs of Cody. El Botcho now rolls Cody through. Wow, deadlifts him up into a powerbomb. Very impressive. And there's the pin by El Botcho. Only a 2 count. And Spears just watching El Botcho while he's taunting. It was never going to work well, was it? Shawn Spears backbreaker on El Botcho. But he did some good damage to Cody there. Surprised me a bit there, to be honest. Nice trip there by El Mago on Cody. Cody slowly getting back up. Well, trying to get back up, using the ropes as an advantage. Cody now... No, I thought he was going to go for the dragon screw, but instead he drops his body weight on the leg of El Mago. Wise to do against the luchador. But of course, use those legs a lot for leverage. El Mago just hit a running knee strike on Cody. Shawn Spears not allowing any pin there at all. I think Shawn Spears is to blame for this match going as long as it is, to be honest, because he's had opportunities to win this match, and instead he wanted to send a message. And maybe Spears is looking for this opportunity to finish this one off now. Slamming the face of El Mago into his knee. But again, not going for the pin. Why is he not going for the pin? Shawn Spears is a madman. Every time he gets the chance to win the match, he just doesn't seem to go for it. Wow. Cody now. There's the flatliner, slamming El Botcho face first into the mat. 1, 2, and no, it's only a 2. How did El Botcho kick out of that? Shawn Spears now, there's the sit out. Come on, ref, what are you doing? Ref, there's a pin there, ref. Oh my God, the referee. This guy needs sacking. AEW talk about having the best officials in wrestling. I think we have the worst. Gutbuster there by Shawn Spears on El Mago. I mean, this is shocking. That should have been a win there. Should have easily been a win. As the El Jobbers just clearing the ring. Or Lost Jobbers. Cody now in control of El Botcho on the outside. Neckbreaker by Shawn Spears on the inside on El Mago. Now dumping him over the top. We've not seen Cody go for a single crossroads yet. He must have a couple saved up. Oh, it's because he's used them on these stupid DDTs, isn't he? That's what it is. Boom! DDT on the apron. Another camel clutch locked in. We've seen several camel clutches locked in now on El Botcho. Surely eventually his back's going to give way. Must be in a lot of pain here. But no, he fights through. I've got no idea how El Botcho keeps doing this, to be honest. He doesn't want another loss on his record. 2 losses already in AEW for El Botcho. Oh, referee's there now, isn't he? Cody clubbing the back of El Botcho, gets him again. Big elbow in the face. Another boot in the guts. Shawn Spears now Saito suplex on El Mago. El Botcho trying to get away from Cody. Oh, a drop kick in the knee. That was pretty brutal. And now boots in the leg as well. Shawn Spears with a punch to El Mago. They're making such a meal out of this, aren't they? Such a meal. I mean, you give someone a nice, easy match to win. Right, Spears is lining El Mago up. We need Cody now to take out El Botcho. But El Mago gets out of the Death Valley driver. El Botcho is bleeding quite heavily, you know. You can see it on his chest. It must have dropped from underneath the mask. I can't believe this match, to be honest. Look at that boot in the back of the leg there by El Mago on Cody, and a drop kick right to the knee. Cody fighting back. And now Cody, there's the crossroads at El Mago. Shawn Spears goes to the pin while Cody takes out El Botcho. And finally, the team of Shawn Spears and Cody get the win. They didn't have to make a meal out of that though, didn't they? They really made a meal out of that. It should have been a hell of a lot easier for them, but now they are building that all-important momentum. That is the main thing. And they're going to also get themselves a +1 now in the tag team rankings as well. While Lost Jobbers are going to get themselves down to a -2 in the tag team rankings. Boom. Nice. It wasn't easy for these two, but in their first ever tag team match together, it was impressive, I suppose. It was impressive. But I think for Shawn Spears, the main thing for him is he is now far away from the bottom of those rankings on a -1, with every chance in the next few weeks to get himself back up into the pluses. And here we go then, our main event of the evening. TNT Championship Tournament continues. The winner of this one goes on to face off against Jon Moxley in the first semi-final. It's Hangman Adam Page versus Chris Jericho. And the other side of the bracket is Brody Lee versus Lance Archer on our next episode of Dynamite. And we will have Cody Rhodes versus Kenny Omega on our next episode of AEW Dark as well. So it's going to be a pretty fun few days, I think. And then, of course, we'll get to Fight to the Fallen before we get to our semi-finals. I'm looking forward to Fight to the Fallen, to be honest. It's going to be a good show. Here's a pin by Hangman. Only a 1 count. Big boot in the spine. Hangman now bringing... Ooh. We're locking Jericho up now. Slowing the pace of the match down, keeping Jericho grounded. Nice takedown there once again by Jericho, though. Now Jericho in control. This is a very much a battle of youth versus experience, I suppose. Hangman's one of the biggest and best upcoming talents in AEW. Chris Jericho, one of the biggest names in history of wrestling. Butterfly backbreaker by Jericho on Hangman. And nice bow and arrow submission locked in there by Jericho on Hangman. Hangman able to pop free, but Jericho kicks him off. Hangman now sending Jericho into the corner, running clothesline to follow it up. Now Hangman willing Jericho back up to his feet. I like Hangman, you know. I have a plan for him in the future as well. I don't know how it's going to go down though. We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. Nice running dropkick there by Hangman right into the face of Jericho, who slides free. And now Jericho taking Hangman down, looking to turn him already, which he does, into the walls of Jericho. Hangman locked in. If he taps, then Jericho goes on to face Moxley, but Hangman able to break free. Hangman now takes Jericho up into a Death Valley driver. Wow. Big move. Hangman now drapes Jericho across the ropes and pings him back into the middle. Hangman brings Jericho back up to his feet now. Wow, rotates him around looking for the tombstone pile driver. Hangman now stalking Jericho. Hangman looking great here tonight. Taking Jericho up. And drops him in with the Deadeye. But Hager distracting the referee. Wow, Jake Hager in his ring gear here tonight as well, which is interesting. Mainly because it means that somebody forgot to do it correctly. Hangman now just wrenching, oh wow, wrenching the leg of Jericho all the way across the ring. That could dislocate your knee joint, that could. Wasn't pretty either way, was it? Jericho now, nice takedown there on Hangman. Jericho geeing himself up a bit. Hangman slowly back up to his feet. As Jericho forearms Hangman down to the outside. Jericho now joining Hangman on the outside as well. Well, Hangman throwing Jericho into the ring steps. Both guys colliding. Like I said, if this does end up as a draw, I'll probably end up doing another match with both these guys eliminated. I'll pick 2 others to give an opportunity to. There's a lot of craziness that could happen. Jericho now up on top. Looking for the elbow. Hangman avoids it. Hangman slamming Jericho's head into the mat. Stalking now has the arm wrench and oh wow. Oh, brutal. By a Hangman on Jericho, just stamping on the hand. Jericho slides free though into the big lifted DDT. Jericho now backing into the corner, taking a breather. Is that a wise move there by Jericho? We'll find out as he stalks Hangman. Hangman rolls out the way of Jericho. Wrenching the arm behind the neck. Jericho with the clubbing blows into the gut of Hangman. Now into a backbreaker as well. Jericho bringing Hangman back up. Hangman avoiding Jericho. Jericho now sending Hangman off the far side. Both guys collide in the middle of the ring. It's a real even battle here between these two. As Hangman once again looking for the tombstone pile driver on Chris Jericho. That could be enough. 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2 count. Wow. Hangman once again stalking Jericho. Takes him up, hooked into the Deadeye. 1, 2. Oh, Jericho kicked out. Wow. What a kick out by Jericho. As Hangman just rains down the rights and the lefts. Jericho fighting back with that stiff uppercut on Hangman. Taking Hangman down, looking to roll him into the walls of Jericho. Hangman locked in his submission for the second time of the match. Will he tap? He's in a terrible position. Jericho releases the hold, thinks he's did enough damage to try and get the pinfall instead, but still only a 2. Boot in the spine now by Jericho and Hangman. Jericho stalks into the code breaker. That could be game, set, match. Jericho into the pin. Wow. That code breaker was brutal, busting Hangman Adam Page open. Only a 2 though. Only a 2 count. Jericho once again stalks. Hangman avoids. Jericho catches him though. Taking him down. And now Jericho starting to feel it. Brings Hangman back up. Just flattening with these shoulder blocks. Dump to the outside. Jericho showing great agility here. Up to the top, dropping the double axe handle. Jericho once again now drags Hangman into the middle. The longer this match goes, the worse for Hangman. There's the lion salt by Chris Jericho on Hangman Adam Page. There's the pin. And there's the win. Chris Jericho. Wow. I mean, that was a big win for Jericho, you know, because he is... Well, he was on 0 in the ranking, so this does put him up to +1 now, which is where he will be thinking he should be. Hangman drops down to a +2, but Jericho will be very, very happy where he sits. And if he starts, but now starting to move in the right direction. Hangman, as you can see, not happy at all with the situation here tonight. He feels like he should have done better. But anyway, that's the end of tonight's AEW Dark episode. I hope you have enjoyed. Of course, if you have, hit the like, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And we'll see you again in a few days' time for our next episode of AEW Dynamite. We'll have MJF versus Jungle Boy, and Angelico, Phoenix, and Scorpio Sky in a triple threat. We've got Shawn Spears and Cody teaming together once again to take on Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall. And we'll have another match in the TNT Championship Tournament as Brody Lee goes one-on-one against Lance Archer. What a Dynamite that is going to be. It's going to be Dynamite. Anyway, I'm going to stop embarrassing myself and leave you. Good night. Bye.